Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Saving Sunderland. Now in today's episode we will be playing the FA Cup final and we'll review the season, the players, the changes, because there's going to be a massive change in the summer. I think I'm going to change the system entirely, maybe adopt the 3 striker system. I've got a lot of young strikers coming back from loan who are absolutely fantastic. So yeah, we'll talk about that. But before we get into anything, we'll just quickly go through some of the awards. Lincoln did win top goal scorer of the year. Fantastic achievement. 25 appearances, 39 goals is absolutely insane. And then of them 25 appearances, 4 of them came off the bench. So he's done really well this season. Oscar Pfeiffer claims young player of the year. He's 24 now, so he's I don't think he'll be in the running for it next year. But just look at him. Just look at him. He's absolutely fantastic. A beautiful centre half. And he's performed particularly well this season. Jordan Pickford came second in the Golden Glove. We always struggle to beat David De Gea in the Golden Glove, but our defence played well this year. We claim Manager of the Year, winning the league again for the 3rd time in a row. And the Team of the Year is dominated by us. Pretty much our entire defence, bar our right back, our entire midfield, bar our left winger, and Lincoln up top. So last time we met was, of course, the crushing defeat against Manchester City in the Champions League. We'll follow that up with a 3-0 home win against West Ham. Matteo Guendouzi, an own goal, and Oscar Pfeiffer completing the scoring. We then had Fulham, we won 5-0. Ruben Diaz, Milagres, Lincoln and Luis Enrique Ranz getting the goals. And as you can see, I am just starting to test the 3 striker formation. It's performing okay so far. And we finished off the season with a 4-0 home victory against Wolverhampton Wanderers. 2 for Lincoln, 1 for Pfeiffer and 1 for Kieran Tierney. And all of that sees the table finishing like this. We finished 13 points clear of Chelsea in 2nd. And a long way away from 5th of Tottenham Hotspur. Champions League knocked out in the semi-final by Manchester City for the 2nd season running. They beat us in the final last year. We're into the final against Chelsea in the FA Cup, which is what we'll be playing today. Got knocked out in the quarters of the League Cup by Everton, but I'm never bothered about the League Cup, and the Community Shield were won. So we'll go against Chelsea in the FA Cup final, and this is how our team is going to line up. 3 strikers up top. So we'll start with Pickford in goal, Pfeiffer, Rios, Youngerblout at centre-back, Rickson and Tierney as our wing-backs, Phil Foden, Esparza in the centre, with Vignato up front, with Lincoln and Aranz. So this is the kind of formation I think I'm going to play going forward. They line up with the same formation that we usually play. So we'll see how this goes. This is all a bit of an experiment for me, really. Probably not the best time to be experimenting with formations in an FA Cup final, but we need to do something different. There's been too many times now where we've struggled in the Champions League and not found that extra edge that we've obviously got in the league. We're smashing the league every season. So hopefully the 3 strikers could make the difference. As we're through here with Aranz, can he get a goal? He can. And he's one of the other reasons why I really want to play 3 strikers. Currently we've got Lincoln and Sugo as our main 2 strikers, but I believe that Aranz is better than both of them. But he can also play on the left as well, so I've sort of been forcing him out onto the left when this is probably, this is his best formation. This is his best position. And I truly believe he'll probably be the best striker in the world next season. Highlight now, Phil Foden's driving through from central midfield, takes the strike, but it goes over the bar. Highlight now, Pellegrini to Zuma on the right hand side. Renato Sanchez is playing for Chelsea. He plays at the Nelson on the left hand side, our old player of course. Esparza gets it clear though, and can we break with a 3? Look at that. The 3 strikers all through the middle would just absolutely torment their defence. They cannot handle 3 strikers. And that's it. Half time against Chelsea. We'll kick back off second half. It's all a bit pedestrian right now. Not too many highlights coming for either side. But it would be nice to get an FA Cup win. I don't think we've actually won the competition yet. And Luis Enrique Ranz gets his 2nd goal of the game. Kieran Tierney plays the ball down the left. Luis Enrique Ranz gets in behind the defence. And that's what I'm talking about. He's going to do that a lot next season. Kieran Tierney on this left-hand side now gets the ball in, and Vallejo puts it in his own net, making it 3-0. Lincoln now with the ball. Vignato's got it on the right-hand side. Finds Phil Foden, who finds Lincoln again in the centre. He takes the strike on, makes it a 4-0. We are cruising right now. Zooming out with the ball in. Eden Hazard at the back post, and Chelsea make it 4-1. Are they going to make it interesting in the last 20 minutes? Making out with 3 changes. Althans, Milagres and Guendouzi on for Rickson, Tierney and Esparza. 10 minutes to go now. And that's it, full time. Sunderland win. Why is it not showing us my... Oh, never mind. It's not going to show us the confetti coming down. Never mind. But we'll win 4-1. We win the FA Cup. It gives us the triple for the season, the Premier League, the Community Shield and the FA Cup. So a decent season really, but if you didn't win the Champions League, is it really a season? So in terms of the squad for next season, there will be some big changes. The wingers will of course be sold. I've already agreed a deal for Jadon Sancho to go to Barcelona. It's for 90 million all in, but 68 mil up front, with the rest coming in game time and goals and things like that. It's disappointingly going to spell the end for the likes of Dimitri Annan. He's going to have to be sold in the summer, along with Marku, who were brought in as well last summer. But we've got a lot of exciting talent coming back in terms of strikers. We've got Tobias Vanest, who I've been wanting to get into the squad for a long time. Slowey's been at Freiburg this season and he looks like a very, very good player. He's only 19 years old, so he will probably be coming into the first team squad. And there's our Japanese wonder kid, who might be like our 6th choice striker, coming back into the squad. So it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how the team formulates next season. In terms of central midfielders, I'm not really wanting to play the sort of playmaker here. I kind of want two workhorses, either being box-to-boxes or Carraleros, maybe one of each, which does suggest maybe Phil Foden. Phil Foden's not that kind of player. I mean, he can play them if I want him to. Box-to-box in particular, he seems he'd be quite adept at, so maybe there'll be no worries about selling Phil Foden in the summer. But Esparza and Guendouzi will be important next season, Esparza in particular. We've also got a lad coming back, one of our Colombians from loan. He's been on loan at Juventus, central midfielder. He will come into the first team squad, Roman Velasquez. He'll probably replace Zahir. I'll probably look to move Zahir on in the summer. He looks like a very talented central midfielder. He can play the Carralero role or the box-to-box, really. He can play both. Or one of the other strikers who I didn't mention, Gordino. He's coming back from Fiorentina. He had a decent season in the Serie A, 10 goals in 29 games. He might be one who makes it in the squad. But yeah, it's going to be interesting times, and it'll be an interesting summer to see how much. Because to be honest with you, I don't think we actually need to sign anybody, really. We'll just need to get rid of our wingers, and if we need to sign some people, we can. We've obviously got a huge budget at the minute. We've got 331 million. The money from Jadon Sancho's come through, so we've got 331 million that we could call upon should it be needed, but I don't think it will. Unless there's big sales, I don't think we'll need to change too much going into the next summer. So that's going to be it for another season. Hugely disappointed to lose in the Champions League semi-final, and you can probably tell that's all I'm caring about. I just want to win the Champions League. Anyway, if you've enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, and if you're enjoying my content, why not get yourself subscribed? But until next time, take it easy.